Hit the bell icon and subscribe to Books on Toast, or J.K. Rowling will write Cursed Child too. You've been warned. Hey guys, welcome to a book review on Books on Toast, because that is what we do now, because they are shorter and faster and can sell ads. Today we are going to review a book named Fangirl by an author named Rainbow Rowell. Doesn't Rainbow Rowell sound like the name of a Balaji villain? First, there was Ramola Sikand. Now, there is Rainbow Rowell. So, Fangirl was a book that was recommended to me by Richa Kolpathe. I asked Instagram when I was really sick for a recommendation to drown my cold and cough sorrows into. And Instagram delivered like a nice book Santa. The book that was recommended the most to me was Fangirl. So I was like, hey, I've seen this book everywhere, I should read it. And I, as you know, love young adult. So I decided to pick Fangirl. Now, I love Richa Kolpathe. But did I feel the same way about Fangirl? Let's find out. What is Fangirl about? Fangirl is about a girl who is a fan of a Harry Potter-esque series called Simon Snow. And so she writes fanfiction about it. That's it. That's the whole story. I know. Exciting times lie ahead. The name of our titular fangirl is Cather. I know. All of us are thinking catheter. And since we're all thinking it, that is what I'm going to call her from now on. There's a reason as to why her name is just Cather. We'll get into it in a little bit. So Catheter writes a blog called Carry On Simon, which is about Simon and Baz from the Simon Snow series in love with each other, which is like having a series on Harry and Draco in love with each other, which, as we've discussed, is a very popular form of fan fiction. Cather writes this blog, has written it through her teenage years, and now she's going to college. Cather and her twin Ren are just starting college, and Ren doesn't want to live with Cather because she's lived with her whole life, and now she wants her own private space. These twins, in the womb, they're all like, come on. Once they're out, they're like, whoa, I don't want to be with you anymore. Ugh, it's a tough life. I've watched Chalbaz and Sita and Geeta both, so I know what I'm talking about. So Catheter basically is left to fend for herself, which she does badly. Enter Levi, because what's a young adult novel without a little bit of love? What I like about Fangirl, and this I really like, is that it depicts both anxiety and bipolar disorder really well. Catheter has anxiety disorder, and she is so socially anxious that she doesn't eat at the dining hall for fear of having to meet people for like the whole first month of being in college. She survives on power bars. And her father, their father, the twins' father, suffers from bipolar disorder, but he is depicted as a fully functional advertising executive. So what I love is that while she is grappling with anxiety and he's dealing with bipolar disorder, that is not the sole focus of their lives. Their lives are richer and have a lot more going on apart from just a mental illness, which I like. That is how we should depict mental illness in this matter-of-fact, by-the-way thing. That is also a part of life as much as heartbreak is. So, well done, Fangirl. What else do I like about Fangirl? The character of Reagan, Catheter's roommate, she's cool. She's badass, she really owns her sexuality, and she has no fucks to give about anything else. Reagan is also a really staunch and loyal friend, and in many ways, she is the foil to Catheter's kind of passive and scared personality, which I love, because she needs someone like Reagan to pull her out of her shell. Now, let's get to my favorite part, what I dislike about Fangirl. How much time do we have, friends? How much time do we have? Let's start with the names. Cather and Ren. Catherine. When their mother was having them, she didn't know that she was having twins, because apparently there are no sonograms in the United States of America, or specifically in Nebraska. And so she had only one name picked out, Catherine. So she's like, I'll divide this into Cather and Ren. What a lazy bitch. She leaves them. So she's actually quite a bitchy character. So anyway. The love story. It is as exciting as watching paint dry, as listening to Professor Binns talk about history. It's as exciting as those last 3 seconds of this video. It is not exciting, guys. It's very boring. There is no conflict. How can a love story without conflict be expected to hook you? I didn't like it. The Simon and Baz chapters. First of all, my brain kept going, Baz, a bird in danger. Second of all, they didn't feel like additions to the story. They just felt like distractions. I know a lot of people love these chapters because they sort of take you into the world of fandom that consumes catheter. But who cares? I don't care. Give me a better story. That way you don't have to write about distracting Simon and Baz chapters. Okay? Rainbow Rowell. What is up with the names in this woman's life? Seriously, why do people like this book? I have seen it recommended in so many places, but quite frankly, I thought it was boring. Like, it's a nothing book. Nothing happens in it. There's nothing in it that makes you want to read it. There's nothing in it that makes you want to like it. It's a very average meh young adult book. What I would recommend instead is Eleanor and Park by the same author. Can you believe it? She's written a book which is a beautiful love story with lots of conflict. That's how you do it, Rainbow Rowell. Eleanor and Park is the story of Eleanor, who is a poor girl who's not skinny like the way we want our heroines to be, and Park, who is a Korean American kid. It's set in 80s America, in a city, in a town in Nebraska, and it's about how they fall in love because they sit next to each other on the bus. Eleanor is new in town. She gets bullied a lot. Her family's poor. Her stepfather, there are hints of abuse at the hands of her stepfather. So Eleanor is already a very compelling character. Park is Korean American because his father goes to war in Korea, falls in love with his mother and brings her back to the country. Both characters already have a very interesting story, and when they meet and sparks fly, a very lovely love story follows. So I recommend Eleanor and Park any day over Fangirl. Read Eleanor and Park, not Fangirl. Read Fangirl if you've just finished reading Arundhati Roy or Rohinton Mistry and you want a break from the relentless sadness. Do not read Fangirl if you like your books to have a story or cool characters or not be boring. I give this book 2 Anuya heads. Poop, poop. Share this video if you're like, this review finally says what I want to say about Rainbow Rowell's Fangirl. Comment if you're like, I love this book, Anuya is dumb.